Carabooning means welcome, so welcome aboard. We should have a fantastic time on our safari guide today through the Harambe Wildlife Preserve. If you look above your head, you're going to notice that animal spotting guide. We might not see all those animals on our journeys today, but we will see quite a few of them. So keep your eyes open and cameras ready. This is a photo safari after all. Today here in the Little Atiri Forest, and a lot of the animals here use their natural colors and camouflage as their main defense against predators, so they're going to be a little bit more shy and reclusive. But it is the animal of the forest. We have a pretty fantastic view of the okapi to our right hand side. It's going to be up on the hill. You can see kind of the stripes on the back of the okapi's legs. And you might think of zebra, but in fact the okapi is the only living relative of the giraffe. We can tell because of their head shape. Civilizations actually thought the okapi was a mythical animal based on the native community's descriptions until it was discovered and documented in 1901. Now I usually have pretty good luck black rhino spotting. We will keep our eyes open. And hopefully we will see a black rhino. Oh, there's one on the hill coming up to our left-hand side. Now there are less than 5,000 black rhino left in the wild, unfortunately, because they are being poached for their horn, which is made of keratin, the same thing that our nails and hair are made out of. There's one laying down further in the back, but there's one a lot closer right over here. Now black rhinos are very solitary and territorial creatures, so I won't stay here for too long. I don't want to bug them in their space. It's their home after all. We're just driving through it. They do max out at about 3,000 pounds though, which is significantly smaller than their weight. Open that you can see what they really look like when they're fully grown. As well as some female greater kudu. Those are the tall and tan ones. Now those bongos, backwards bent horns, help them keep those leaves off their backs when they run through the underbrush. And they are bright orange, but despite being that color, they're pretty hard to see sometimes, as you can probably tell. Pretty good view of those hippos. Now a group of hippos is called a bloat, and they are nocturnal animals. So right now they're just going to be sleeping the day away. They can also hold their breath for up to 8 minutes underwater. So they are pretty fantastic in the water. The birds on the island are pink-backed pelicans. They get their name for the color that their backs get during mating season, which is very much a dusty rose color rather than a flamingo pink. They can be just as long as a giraffe is tall from snout to tail, which is to say about 18 to 20 feet in length. They also have a bite pressure force of about 2,000 pounds per square inch, which does make them one of the additions to our savannah. That's going to be a baby giraffe. You can see her over there, right through those tall grasses. She is about 3 months old. She was born here at the end of June. She already weighs over 300 pounds sleeping right now. So we'll see if we can get a good view in the den. Yep, they are taking a little bit of a nap. Now these are also called the painted dogs for their unique coat patterns, which they actually use to help identify one another from up to about 100 yards. Sable antelope's horns can be about 3.5 feet long, and they're very territorial of their land. So I don't want to get too close to them. We're going to keep going through those, see if we can find anything else. We can tell she is mom because her ossicones are backwards faced. Right through that patch of grass, though, we can see those little small antelope. They are springbok. They're any species in the entire world. Oftentimes they will run just because their friend is running. They don't really need any other reason to. Let's see if we can see that giraffe's tongue. It's going to be a dark purple or black color. You can kind of see it out of its mouth a little bit. And it's about 18 inches long, and they use it similar to a hand to pull leaves called dust bathing. When they do that, it's like putting on sunscreen for us. It's very similar. Elephants actually have incredibly sensitive skin. So that's just basically like there's, we're okay, it's just a bridge, we're okay, we're okay, we are okay, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay. I'm a trained professional. So this is definitely the herd of females. Now, herds of females are led by a matriarch, which is usually the oldest female. I believe the matriarch here on our reserve is over 35, over 40 years old. I'm not sure her exact age, but we do expect her to be around quite a bit longer, though, because elephants can live to be over 40 years old. Get a pretty good view of these elephants right over here. Now, you might notice that one's missing a tusk. That is okay, though. Sometimes elephants do miss tusks from time to time. They're very much like teeth. Sometimes they grow in a little bit wonky. That's okay. But unfortunately, once they're gone, they are gone forever, which makes elephant poaching such a do for elephants. It actually helps set up beehive fences for farmers in Africa, so elephants will stay safe and off the farmers' lands. I mentioned that they are so smart because they're actually able to identify the sound of a real bee versus a bee noise played from a speaker. Now over to our left-hand side, I'm sure you know what these birds are. They are diurnal, which means they do most of their activity during the day, including hunting. That really benefits the cheetah, though, since they're built for speed and not power. Skittish animals, they prefer to live in pairs or groups called a coalition. They're also the biggest cat in the right. Their eyesight actually is about 6 times better. So they're going to be pretty active right now, mostly laying down. We'll come around and see if we can get a better view of that male lion. Now, a male lion's mane can weigh up to 40 pounds, and his roar can be heard from 5 miles away. Now, his roar probably sounds a lot different than what you might expect, though, because a lot of lion roars in TV and in movies are actually artificially generated using tiger roars, actually. It's pretty incredible what we can do with modern technology, but a real lion's roar is very deep and bassy. Now, they can max out at about 5,000 pounds, so they are pretty bigger than that black rhino we saw earlier that only maxes out at 3,000. You can see them walking around a little bit. We'll come around sets of tusks. They have the upper tusks, which are big and bulky, and they're used to help build burrows, and the lower tusks, which are short, stubby, and razor sharp, and they're used to help defend their burrows. Warthogs don't really need feathered plumes. There's also some ostrich eggs on the ground as well. Now, ostrich eggs are about 24 times the size of a regular chicken egg. They can be about 5 feet long. They're named after the Middle Eastern weapon, the scimitar, obviously. Their hooves are actually more spread apart than other hoofed animals to help them get traction better. Today, I'm going to teach you one final phrase in Swahili, and that is kwaherini. We here at the Harambe Wildlife Preserve don't like to say goodbye. It's a little bit too sad and final for us, so we say kwaherini instead, which means go well. So kwaherini, friends, from our family to yours, and I hope you have a wild day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.